call me king cause I'm that dude. That's true. Said I don't mean to brag. Let me work it out. Forever.
Test straight face, you remember?
They just living for the moment. We living it like we own it. Killing the comp, crushing every opponent. No, if it ain't about money, I don't condone it. Cash and plastic, still carry the chrome shit. Me and my boo coming through on some grown shit. See who I came with, know who I'm going home with. Fill your glass up, Rose Patronus. 3 is company, 4 better's a bonus. I give you the real deal, other dudes are cloning. All depending on how bad you want it. After the wheels fall off, ride the donut. Put it in the air, we stone it. Like they going man to man, we zone it. Swing it. Nothing is too much is the slogan. Nothing. They just lease, we own it.
Much.
What?
Words that I live by. That's just how I do. I'm young right now, but I won't be forever. So I'ma live it up like that's true. You might wanna roll with me too. Said I don't mean to brag, but I live a life that most can only dream about. Yeah. So baby, come be my dream girl. Pick a fantasy and let me work it out. Yeah. Oh yeah. Tell me where you wanna go, what you wanna do. So we living it like we own it, own it, own it. Said I'm on top of the world. What I need is you. So we living it like we own it, own it, own it. Yeah, we're too much.
All right.
Verse and a hook.
Verse and a hook. Bridge, outro. Yeah.
And a little bit of inspiration. No shortcuts. Me and the boss ain't easy. Every day somebody needs me. It's no shortcuts. I wake up stretched, say a prayer, coffee and then some fresh air. Time to get it poppin'. I got a fresh 24. Hopefully I'm blessed with plenty more. Meanwhile, I'm thankful for the fire on the inside burning. I keep earning as the world keeps turning. The thing about life is you never stop learning. Hoping everybody Maxwell, Vernon. You make a plan, then you stick to it. Even in tough times, get through it. So get to it. And make sure your family's straight. We going worldwide, you understanding me, mate? Providing a platform where like minds can meet. Closed mouths don't get fed, want everybody to eat. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Tuesdays at noon, let's all get rich. It's no shortcuts. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the No Shortcut Show.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of your favorite lunchtime show at noon on Tuesdays, the No Shortcut Show with Midas and Fame. You guys, give you a few moments to come on in. We're gonna let our theme music play just a little bit, part B. You guys come on in, come on in. Bring your lunch with you. Carry your smart device around your work. Carry it around your home, and hang out with us for the next hour. Today is Tuesday, July 25th. We're in the peak of summer. There's some back to school vibes starting to float around in the atmosphere, but yet and still, despite our busy summers, ladies and gentlemen, we're here to hang out with you guys. I think we're on episode 60. Which one? Do you know?
I think this is 69.
Okay, yeah, but we still doing our good.
And I'll check that.
All right, yes, we want to be accurate. We want to be accurate, but we hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope it was very productive and your week is off to a great start, Yeah, so we're here, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you all with us. Say that again, I'm sorry?
I said, what's been up with you?
Oh man, let's see. Just to recap I can recap the weekend right fast. I think even
episode
when we went
61. Episode
61. Okay, yeah. And before proceed welcome. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. If you're over on Instagram, shout out to you all as well. You know,
Yes,
we
sir. Yes,
appreciate you
sir.
guys.
Hello,
And
hello. Thanks for joining us. Share it with your friends. Go ahead and share this feed so other people that you would like to can come on and watch it as well. We are live. We are
yes,
live.
yes.
This is the summer catch-up episode.
For sure,
Reset.
for sure. So yeah,
Summer
so
reset.
ladies and gentlemen, we don't have a special guest scheduled for today, but we definitely wanted to still come on and touch bases with you guys, and you know, and still have a discussion, a lunchtime discussion as usual, like we do on Tuesday. Again, this is a live interactive chat, ladies and gentlemen. So feel free to comment. Feel free to interact with each other. If you have any questions you want to ask us, feel free to do so. And that's what we're here for. That makes the live chat fun, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Please talk to us. Tell us where you're watching at, what you're doing, what you're eating for lunch.
Yes, yes. Shout out to my mother, keeping the perfect attendance going.
That's right.
Shout out to her. Hey, mom,
Good
I love you.
afternoon.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Yes, on such a faithful basis. We appreciate it. But yeah, man, so it's been a busy July. But I'll just kind of just go back to last week. And I think I spoke about the two sold out nights at the Pioneer Theater last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you did.
this week we were out in White Lake, North Carolina on Friday night. Golston's Beach. It's still been hot. Just recapping on the weather, I believe it was like 95 degrees there that afternoon, as far as setting up going into the nighttime. And you know, the guys are struggling a little bit after the show.
Yeah.
You know, and we had our new executives t-shirts, and everybody was drenched with sweat and humidity. You know, and but thankful. First, shout out to everybody at Golston Beach, White Lake, North Carolina, that came out to see us, and all the folks that were in charge of accommodating us and what have you. Then Saturday night, we were in Banner Elk, North Carolina, in the mountains. Way better temperatures. I think when we arrived, it was about 67 degrees, and by the time we finished, it was about 60 degrees. Way better temperatures, way more comfortable. And shout out to everybody at out in Banner Elk, North Carolina, at the Eagles Nest Amphitheater. If you guys have seen any of the pictures or anything that I've posted, there's an Eagles Nest. The stage is set up like an Eagles Nest, and you're in an amphitheater. The seating is like levels of rocks, things like that, you know. But the Eagles Nest stage, you're kind of toward the back of a rock, and if you look out over the back, it's nothing but trees, mountains, clouds, and what have you.
That's very
Hello,
nice.
Anita. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. So, and then Sunday, I was at Mount Dewell Baptist Church in McConnell's, South Carolina, and then I was just taking it easy after that.
Yeah. Relax.
Yeah, here we are.
Tuesday's here.
Tuesday, and here we are, you know.
Yeah,
and so, with
man.
that being said, you know, we've been scrambling around at different things, and as we've aforementioned, you know, throughout the process of doing our show here, our broadcast, most weeks we'll have a guest. Some weeks it'll just be DJ Famous and I chopping it up and just talking to you guys, you know.
Yeah, this is the midsummer reset, man. There's been a lot of stuff happening on both our ends.
Yes.
That some things we've touched on here, some things we haven't. Like I just remember, and I remember every week, like, man, I didn't even touch on this, but it's been such a crazy summer, you know. Even though like the month of July is, you know, slow for me business wise, but still catching up on what's going to be coming. You know, the business that's about to happen, starting to plan for that. Planning of, you know, other ventures that we're involved in outside of my normal DJ duties and stuff like that, man. But and family stuff. But I didn't tell you this.
Okay.
On Father's Day, right? This has been a while now. On
Yeah,
Father's Day, my son Elijah got baptized, man.
Oh, congrats to him! Congrats to him! And I saw your post about the prison ministry, right?
Yeah. I was gonna talk about that too, but
But congrats to your son, man.
Yeah, man. He told us earlier in the year that he wanted to, and you know, we kind of not push it to the side, but we wanted to make sure that he was truly ready and not just saying it. And then somebody, one of the teachers in his Sunday morning class had said that he had mentioned it in class as well.
Okay.
So we were like, all right, so we'll start to work on it. And I started talking with the the team at the church and all that. So they were going to put him on the schedule for August to be baptized in August because they weren't going to do any through the summer.
Okay.
Right? We were going to kind of hold off and not do any baptisms in the summer. And they were going to, start coming back in August. A lot of people on vacations and stuff like that. So,
right. Yes.
But then I was talking to the pastor, man, and reminded him, and I don't think he knew this, but I was baptized on Father's Day.
Oh, wow.
6 years ago.
Okay.
So I was like, it really would be cool. He was like, say less. That's
that's awesome.
say. So on Father's Day this year, if I was prepared to talk about it, I would have threw up some pictures and all that.
Yeah, it's all good. We can still do it next week if necessary. Hey,
I might.
It's
never talk for a minute. I might airdrop that thing in here to myself.
Okay.
But Father's Day, he got baptized. So that was kind of kicking off the summer for us, man. It was a cool moment.
Okay.
It was a cool moment,
man.
For sure. So that was good stuff. And then the events and stuff. We had a few.
Okay.
I'm scrolling to see if I can find a picture real quick.
Yeah. Do your thing.
There we go. Here's one right there. See if I can airdrop it in. If the airdrop.
All right. Yeah. And anyone who has joined us since we've come on, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to welcome you. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hope if it's your first time, we hope it won't be your last.
Absolutely.
And shout out to everybody in our No Shortcuts community. I believe I checked before we came on. We're at 394 members now. So slowly but surely grinding this thing out. You guys feel free to invite your own friends or whether they would be interested in joining our group. If they are an entrepreneur themselves, feel free. It's an open group.
Tell them what the group is and what it is they joined and what they should be looking for in the group and how they can participate.
And the group. So the group is an extension of the platform that we do here, the No Shortcut Show with Midas and Fame. And I always say, our faces are the faces that are on the screen, but you guys are the ones that make the platform and the community roll. We started this platform, ladies and gentlemen, to with the understanding that everybody, man, female, woman, child, whatever, has some sort of gift, or something that they're passionate about. And fortunately, the two of us are in the position to pursue our passion, our dreams, and that is what we consider our career. So we wanted to inspire others to be able to do the same thing, and upon doing so, building a community, the No Shortcuts community, where we just have a hub of all type of services that may be available. Whether you want to do some online shopping, you need some entertainment, you need a musician, you need a mobile bartending service, you need various things, various industries. I could go on and on and on, but nonetheless, so the community is there for those services. Also, we want to inspire others who may be on the cusp or debating, like, I've been thinking about starting such and such and such, but I just haven't done it yet. And hopefully through conversations and us, just being available and also being consistent. We have guests on that do a variety of things as well, sharing their stories, and that can also be motivation and inspiring and learning. We're here to learn as well. And just because Famous and I are in position to run this platform, we are also in position to learn new information that we can apply to whatever it is that we do. So collectively, we're just here to grow together, ladies and gentlemen. We're just here to grow together, and we're gonna reset on the screen shortly.
I just pulled that.
You got the picture? There we go. Oh, there's Elijah.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
That's
that was
awesome,
the boy
man.
Right there getting baptized, man.
That's awesome.
I didn't know it was gonna cut right to that screen once I added it.
No, it's cool.
There we go.
There we go. Awesome. Well, congratulations again to the family.
To the community. We are a family, And
Yes.
we like to talk to other like-minded folks, business
Pretty
owners,
much.
entrepreneurs, hustlers, what we call it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
you got a
Yes.
little
Yes.
side hustle,
In
your main
layman's
hustle.
terms.
Yeah, absolutely. Just tell us,
Yeah.
tell us what you're doing and what you do and how we can help. How we
Mm-hmm.
can help. We bring you all kinds of people to talk to and personalities to hear from as far as their stories and
Yes.
it might inspire you. I know I was pretty inspired the past couple of weeks with Dominic and with Rhonda before. Just
Yeah.
hearing people's stories, especially when she was talking about keeping her. She had a dream of doing her own thing, using her contacts and starting her own business through that.
Yes.
But she still kept a job. She
Yeah.
still kept a job for the insurance. And,
Yeah.
to me, I felt that. I was like, that's something people
absolutely.
need to hear, that it's okay to have
Yeah.
something that you want to do and you're dreaming about and you're building it, but you're still working for somebody at the same time just until
Yes.
you get there, man.
Yeah,
That
because
is
everybody's
okay.
pace is different as they build their
Yeah.
individual business that they're working on. So just because
Mm-hmm.
Joe Schmo might have said, "Well, I quit my job and went
Quit my
straight
job,
for it."
sell everything, and go do it.
Yeah, see, that doesn't work for everyone.
Doesn't
You
work
have
for
to take an honest evaluation of your
Mm-hmm.
situation and definitely finances and things like that. And it's okay to
Yeah.
grow. I remember even thinking back to my childhood, man. Like, I come from a family of entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
So thankful, so blessed. But I remember my dad used to work at the yarn mill before he started his business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? I remember
Yeah.
him I think he got off of work. Mom, you can correct me if I'm mistaken. And real quick, we got 7 people in the chat. Only 2 people have said hi.
Say
So if you're
hi
in the
to
chat,
us. Tell us
please
what's
say
up.
hi. You know what
Don't
I
be
mean? We
shy.
want to know who's here. We want to greet you guys. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And feel free to share, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to
Sometimes it
YouTube,
goes to Christmas
Facebook,
past be
Twitter.
watching, so.
Yeah, yeah. We don't need any bots.
Yeah. That's all
But
right,
just
though.
but my dad, I think
This
he
is
used to get off of
interactive.
it's definitely interactive. He would work at the Sherrall Yarn Mill,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he would get off around 2:30,
Yeah.
and I remember some afternoons he would come home from work and then he would leave again. I think he would
Mm-hmm.
come home, wash up, eat, he would leave, and he was building his business on the side, Praise and Faith
Mm-hmm.
uh gospel shop. It's a Christian bookstore back in Sherrall, South Carolina. Also one of our sponsors that we shout out when we shout out sponsors. But I do recall that, and slowly but surely he went into having his own business
Mm-hmm.
full time. And
Yeah.
Mom, you probably have to tell me how many years. I see I'm 44. I was maybe around 5. We probably is he approaching around. Is it 30 something close to 40 years, I would assume.
Mm.
I would assume. Mom
Yeah.
can correct me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? If
That's
I'm
what's
just
up,
trying to go
man.
off the top of my head,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I do recall that. So you don't have to just quit, and scramble from ground zero. You can
Right.
build on the side until
And
you're
even
ready.
even with Dominic last week, man, he was talking about he was broke, moved back in with his
Five hundred
parents.
thousand in debt, and it didn't
Yeah.
involve a mortgage.
It's not even a mortgage, and moved back in with his parents at 30 years old,
Yeah,
and now
and look at him now.
he's a part of a multi-million-dollar enterprise,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
with what they're doing with Crate Hackers and the DJ's Vault, and this
Which
is,
you're a part of.
Arlington. Yeah, I'm not wearing my DJ's Vault t-shirt today, but yeah,
Yeah, man.
happy to be a part of, and it's just things can turn around if you have an idea. It may not be a quick hitter, it could
Yeah.
be a slow burn.
It
Like
can
he
be.
said, he had 15 or 20 subscribers on his network, and then that thing grew over tens of thousands at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
And another thing I liked, as far as what he said, he called it throwing rocks or throwing stones at competitors, but how he focused on the gripes of
Right.
said customers of the competitors
Yeah.
in his advertising 40 plus years. So I was in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
He hops on sometimes and
Yeah.
just has us playing in the background, so if he's on or catches the
That's
replay,
okay.
shout out to my dad,
Yes, sir.
and shout out to my
Bishop.
mom as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but for sure that part about that's what I'm reading that book that he was talking about. So yeah, it's a lot of finding out what irks who your customer is, and then what it is what frustrates them right now,
Right, and focus
then
on
tap
that.
into that, man. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's
So
so
I
cool.
thought that was brilliant. It seems very simple and very plain, but just to hear it put like that, very brilliant because you're gonna tap on the nerve, to strike the nerve chord,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
of whatever the complaint and the gripe is with the
Hmm.
competitors. And I thought that was a very
Yeah.
clever way to advertise.
Yeah, yeah, that's how he got me, man. He said, "You." The message said something like, "Are you frustrated with
Serato
wedding wire
face.
and the knot?" I was like, "Yes, I am frustrated with wedding wire and the knot."
Hmm.
You know, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Just bang
yeah.
on the desk. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I am. You need a gavel. We need to use. We need
Yeah.
to wrap that gavel up.
I'm mad and I'm not gonna take it no more.
Hey, and I'm not gonna pay a lot for this muffler.
And I'm not. That's right. That's right, man.
But
But
yeah,
yeah.
but it just, I guess it almost would jump out
Hmm.
and resonate with
Yeah.
the people, man. And I thought
Yeah.
again that shout out to Dom
Hmm.
Perone. I just keep wanting to call him Dom Perignon
Yeah,
for
down
whatever
Perone.
reason.
And that even works for like people in e-commerce. You can kind of tap into people's frustrations with Walmart or with Amazon or whatever. You
Hmm.
know, just the big business aspect of all that. You know, people are frustrated with. You go on Amazon and you're looking for something. Now you got 85 different versions of it, and you don't know. You
Right.
gotta weed through to see which one's the one you really need. That's
Right.
frustrating. You know.
Yes,
So you can even tap
So
into that with e-commerce, with photography, with everything. Everybody's frustrated with something in that on that line.
very
Customers
true.
are, you know. So
Very
good
true.
stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what we've been up to, man. A lot of other things that I'm trying to think of that we hadn't talked about. Oh, I did a photo shoot.
Okay.
Shout out to shout out to Juju Lee Events, right?
Yes, yes.
We
Juju
did
Lee
a
events.
we did a branding photo shoot, you know, because we're gonna be revamping the whole website and the whole look and feel of the brand. So we did a branding photo shoot, right?
Okay,
And
okay.
I would recommend people doing. That was me getting ready for
Okay.
that video is not too good, but I mean the place that we rented out this place in Charlotte, this little
Hmm.
photo studio, and it was very inexpensive
Hmm.
to rent it out. And you could do business headshots, photo, video. We're actually going to be recording their podcast from there. We're going to be doing it from that studio because it's pretty
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Yeah, I'll
Very
be just
nice.
producing the podcast, so I'm not going to have a camera at all.
Okay.
But we're going to be doing it from that
And
studio.
tell Amy she's got to have no shortcut guys over
Yes,
on
exactly.
her platform. We owe her.
Exactly.
We owe her one.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
So it's been a weird, a crazy summer that way, man. Just catching up on business, on a lot of the little odds and ends,
Absolutely.
that I can go ahead and knock out before we seriously get back to work.
Yes, yes. For the
Month,
second half of the wedding
second
season.
half.
And when does it pick back up for you again?
Pretty much right at the first weekend of August.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I had that one wedding in July that you did with me,
Uh-huh.
the 1st of July.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to remember. I think I did one more in July. So I think I just had 2 in July. This past weekend we went to DC. My dad does this party every year, right?
Okay.
And he does a few different. He's party guy, right? As
Okay.
far as planning different events and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
that's where
he
you
does-
get it from.
Yeah, I think so. One of his events that he does is called Shoots and Apps.
Okay.
And it's like everybody who who wants to participate, they'll bring an appetizer and a drink to pair with it.
Okay.
Like little small, not shots because it's not all liquor, but like little mixed drinks, but in small portions.
Okay.
And I mean, he'll have 50 to 75 people coming and doing this thing, and it's a big
Okay.
deal every
Wow.
year. So this year, he invited us to come, whatever. And he was like, "I actually I want to hire you to DJ." And he said the key word. He said the key word, right?
Yeah.
Hire. I mean,
Hire,
knew,
yes.
He knew he wasn't getting me for free, kind of thing. And I love it
Right.
when people do that. When
Absolutely.
family and friends
Yeah.
don't ask for something for free,
Right,
But
absolutely.
He's like, "Yeah, we want to hire you to DJ," because he had bands there at previous events or whatever.
Wow. Okay.
And I was like, yeah, it was a weekend that I already wasn't booked. It was July, so I was like, I'm not booked. We can actually do that. So we went up on Thursday he lives in Northern Virginia.
Okay.
And Friday, we kind of went around DC. My stepmom was born and raised in that area, so she kind of took us on a little tour through
Nice.
DC. We saw the White House, all the monuments, all that.
Gotta see all that.
Yeah, and then the party itself was Saturday, and it was real good, man. People came, like it was like 60 people, and more than half of them came because it's a contest. Like,
oh, so you actually
judging.
vote? Yeah, that's what's
he has
up.
like 10 judges, and they all, you know, everybody gets to taste the stuff, but there's 10 of them actually vote on the best appetizer, the best drink, and all this kind of stuff. So he gets
sounds
these little,
like a ball.
These little trophies made and all this kind of stuff. So he goes all out.
That's real cool.
So it was fun, and then and he paid me. So
yeah. Hey, gotta love that part too, man.
We got room and board. We got hospitality.
As the entertainment is supposed to receive.
Exactly. So it was cool. It was cool. But we'll start back up right at the 1st of August, man. And get going.
Yeah, man. That's what's up.
But until then, man, we just kind of squeeze in what we could squeeze in. I had one, and this is, you know, kind of on the business end. You know, they reached out to me about just renting my speakers and microphones because they're gonna have like piano and violins going or whatever for the event. It's a big classic event, and they said we actually just need microphones and speakers, and that's not something I've ever done. So I say, you know, I'll make a whole new package of just
the sound man and how many pieces? Where they just need vocals, the microphones, any instruments got to be plugged up?
No, because they're going all acoustic. So they just need the microphones for speeches and stuff during the event.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'll go there. I'll set it up. Come back and get
and
it, the next day or whatever. I don't have to stay there for it.
Okay, and you'll just set everything before you leave, right?
Yeah, just set it up and then be gone. I may stick around depending on what it's with the Chamber of Commerce, the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. So
you may want to stick around.
Yeah, there's always some good food in there.
Make sure that the microphones are being placed down gently.
Oh yeah.
You know, make sure they're not getting passed around too crazily.
Yeah, I was thinking
like
about
that.
Just doing a mic stand, so they just leave it there. But you're right.
And then they would have. Yeah, then you would have to ensure that they're turning it off and on, so they're not just leaving it on all night and stuff like that. Maybe at least on the first go round.
You know, it's so funny you talk about microphones, man. They do it every time. And
what about that, dude?
We were joking about it on Saturday with my dad because he needed the microphone to kind of introduce the event. And I was telling Emily, I was like, every time I get somebody the microphone, they always doing all of this while they talking. You know, I was like, I don't think my dad's. He's an accomplished speaker. You know, he knows how to speak in public. You know, he's done this all his life, kind of thing. Military man. I gave my man the microphone and he's in there talking. The mic is doing all. He's just talking with his hands. The mic's all over the place. I'm like, what happened? Keep
the mic. And it seems to us, I guess, because we're familiar, right? So even before growing up in church, even before I even held a mic to speak in, you already pretty much understand how they work. But it's funny when a person has a microphone, and like you said, I mean, you can show them again the movements and all, but it's like the microphone just gets a mind of its own, and it's over here, over there, it's down at the belly, you know what I mean? But no, in order for it to catch your voice, it's gotta be projected right in. And you saying that about the microphone reminded me that wedding that we worked most recently, and then the guy was about to do his toast or whatever. What was the first thing he did when you handed him the mic?
Coughed into the microphone.
Yeah, hey, I was like, bro, we gonna have to switch the mic out. I hope you got some wipes or something.
Luckily, I got 2 mics. I put that one in the drawer.
Yeah, just
switched
completely.
the batteries out and didn't use that one for the rest of the night.
But how do you take the microphone from somebody and then when you put it up to your mouth, the first thing you do is cough into the mic?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. We're gonna have a show specifically dedicated for microphone etiquette.
Microphone etiquette.
Microphone etiquette.
Whenever I think that they're not gonna know what they're doing, I'll tell them when I go hand it to them. You know, I'll tell them in their ear, just hold it like an ice cream cone. You know,
Yeah,
that way they'll do
yeah.
like this. You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
some people, I didn't have to tell my dad that. You know, he's been speaking for. You know, he's used to speaking on podiums and stuff. You know, but
Right.
stable. I was like, nah, he knows what to do. This guy's the guy right here.
And show him. Yeah, I was gonna say show him one time.
He's talking
What
to
he-
Mike down by his stomach most of the time. I was like, oh, man. And then you know what they do? They blame the sound guy.
Yeah.
What's up
When
with
it
the
start
mics?
feeding back and humming,
Yeah.
everybody look at you.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, he's not holding it right.
And
Don't-
then, like,
don't-
so the first part of the event was inside his house, like inside the kitchen, because that's where everybody had all their stuff set up. Everything, speakers were outside, but we brought one speaker, you know, towards the kitchen door.
they walk
But you gotta
towards
leave the
speaker.
door open. You gotta leave
Yeah.
the door open, right?
Uh-huh.
Every time somebody
Bruno
walked
Mars.
past, every time somebody walked past, they would close the door. Like they don't.
Oh,
That's where the
God.
speakers at, and I had to
Yeah.
keep opening the door. Somebody else
Yeah.
walked by, they closed the door. Like, why you keep closing the door like it's your house? You know?
Yeah.
Like, the man who owns this house said keep the door open, and then every
Yeah.
time somebody walked by, they kept closing the door, so then they couldn't hear him because the speaker's outside.
Yeah. That's just people with good home training.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah,
CJ,
just
what up,
used to-
CJ?
What up? Shout out to CJ Bell, former guest on our platform.
Yeah,
CJ,
buddy.
you just in time. We talking about microphone
Microphone etiquette, CJ. I know you got some stories, man.
Yeah. And then sometimes people, you know, they'll walk too close to the speaker, then there's gonna be some feedback, you know.
Yeah.
So, but that's
well,
funny,
I told
man.
him
We
that part ahead of time. I told him when we were out, the outside portion.
yeah.
I told him ahead of time. I was like, just talk from up here a little bit, not from back
Right.
here because of the speaker. Because people just always want to be right next to us when they talk. I'm like,
They do.
If you get too close to that speaker, you're gonna go.
It's gonna feed back, you know. Yeah,
He
that's
took
funny
it up
though.
a couple steps.
This microphone chronicles, man. I mean,
Yeah.
wow, that might could be a book. We
They
could do
are.
it like the Tales from the Tour Bus, the James Brown stories with the cartoon.
Yeah. I think did
Yeah.
Questlove do some stuff like that too?
I
Little
think
cartoon
so.
print stories and stuff. Yeah.
Probably so. Yeah, that would be hilarious.
We'll get artificial intelligence to write.
Yeah.
half of it.
Hey, you say no. We not going in on the sound, man. We talking about people who use the microphone. But if you
Yeah.
want to chime in, you can. But in the meantime, shout out to CJ. Shout out to the 14 karat gold band. See, I wanted to say 24, but I caught myself. And shout out to the
And the
Tams, all the
Tams,
guys
yeah.
down in Atlanta, CJ's out in Tennessee, making it do what it do. You know, welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
we had some good sound man talk a few weeks ago, man.
We did with Mr.
Yeah.
Lee Robinson. Broke down a lot of things
Yeah.
as far as the sound man is concerned, and we all, and like I said, even now, man, I'm always been thankful and speak to the sound man and stuff like that. But I made it a point to, after every show, depending on where we are, go around and tell them thank you, shake their hand, because they're working just like we're working.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
and I'm about to be a sound man now because I'm doing that event.
there
So
you go.
now I'm
Yeah,
about
you
to see it
starting.
from
Yeah,
there.
you starting out, so you never know.
Yeah.
Just taking the step in that direction, even though it's just microphone duty and for the Chamber of Commerce, but you never know where that could take you. You might get into doing it for actual bands on some of your off days or whatever.
That's
Start
what
with
I'm
a
trying to
2-3
do,
piece.
man. Just fill up the calendar a little bit. Actually, you know what? On that same subject, just this morning, well, it was late last night, but I saw it this morning. A lady reached out to me via my website and I thought she was needing the DJ, right?
Okay.
And it was right. The wedding is in August, the one Saturday that I'm not booked, the last Saturday of the month. And
Okay.
it's right here at the country club, 5 minutes from my house. I was
Wow.
like, yo, this is perfect. So I hit her back this morning when I saw it, like, yeah, I'm right here. I was giving her a little bit of a hookup because it was close.
Right.
And then she called me back immediately. It was like 7:30 this morning. She called me back immediately. Turns out she didn't need a DJ. She just needed an MC. And not even for the whole thing. She just needed, someone that can introduce the wedding
and you got
stuff. And I was like, well,
Nice.
your DJ don't do that? I wasn't trying to throw him no shade, but I was like, your DJ don't do that?
Right. You're just
And
trying
she
to get a
was
full understanding.
yeah, but she's like, the DJ is somebody that they know, a friend of theirs that's doing it, and they just wanted a professional MC, someone that's not affiliated with the wedding party or whatever, and they're gonna play like some little games and stuff like that, and I'm gonna host that. I was like, yeah, I do that anyway. at my
Yeah.
wedding. So yes, I can do that. So
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
a 2 hour
And so,
gig, and
yeah, you don't even have to set up your stuff, right? They got
no
all of
stuff,
that. Oh, so
no
you just
stuff. I just
walk in,
gotta
grab the mic.
drive 5 minutes away, grab the mic,
Hmm.
introduce some stuff. She said hour and a half to 2 hours tops, because once the party gets started, then
Then
they
you're
don't need
done.
me anymore. I'm done.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, I can do
Yeah, so you
that
get them
easy.
through the preliminary stuff just to
Yeah,
guide them along. Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
no, that's
So
good,
I was
man.
like, yo, that's just opening up another avenue. Just
Yeah,
finding out.
when you can get paid to talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to that. I know that's your avenue.
Hey, it's all right, ain't
Yeah,
it?
it really is. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I do that myself anyway, but a lot of
Hmm.
times if I have bigger events, I have an MC that I'll bring along with me, but I can
Hmm.
definitely do it.
Oh yeah, you got it,
Yeah,
man. You
it's
got
just,
it. Yeah, that's awesome. Just walk, like I said, walk in,
yeah.
grab the mic, do your portion. Get your little white envelope.
Yeah. Yeah. Get a couple go rounds on the buffet line.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially if it's smelling good,
Yeah, buddy.
and it's gonna be there.
Yeah,
So you
man.
gotta partake of the wedding food. And hey, and if I'm kind of in a bit of a hurry, you guys got some
You got
boxes
some,
to go
you got some
boxes,
boxes by
some
chance. Do you
styrofoam.
happen
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
see if
It's
I got a
all
plastic bag in the car.
absolutely,
Yeah. Wrap
absolutely.
that
But
thing
that's it.
up.
Yeah, that's how the wedding. And then weddings are fun, man. I mean, obviously you're celebrating an important day.
Yeah.
Well, helping others celebrate an important day, but you're a part of it. And
Yeah.
usually fun, usually good times. People are dressed up, ready to have a good time, and
Hmm.
usually going to be some pretty good food involved.
Yeah,
So
buddy.
yeah, you're entertaining. Might as well have a little sample.
Might as well. It's
Hmm.
a good way to just start to increase the portfolio, showing
Absolutely.
different things, just like in any business,
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
with
You
you
want to
with the
add on?
bands, you can do a solo, y'all turn it into a trio, or you can get the full
Hmm.
band, whatever the budget's looking for, we can
That's
accommodate
right.
kind of thing. I
That's
love
right.
that stuff, man.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
all of our business owners out there the same way. You might be your ultimate goal might be wedding videography, because that's where the money is.
Hmm.
But if you got a still camera,
Yep.
you might take some family photos.
Yeah.
You might do
Absolutely.
little smaller photo shoots just to kind of get you through the week until that next wedding comes.
Yep. That's
That's
right.
good.
That's right. Yeah.
Just to keep the income incoming.
Yeah. As James Brown said, you want to stay on the scene.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
exactly.
stay on the scene.
Yeah,
It
exactly,
doesn't
man.
always have to be wearing the same hat. So
Yeah.
as just to reiterate what DJ Famous is saying,
Mhm.
sometimes along the way, opportunities will find you. You don't even like you didn't say, hey, I'll MC your wedding or blah
Mhm.
that. The opportunity found you.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so what we'll understand is the opportunities for, in my opinion, the opportunities for diversification would just present themselves to you.
Mhm.
Then you just make a decision as to if you're going to do it or not.
Yeah, if it's right for your brand, if it fits into
Right.
your brand or not, and then it's just a matter of saying yes or not.
Yep.
I
Pretty
mean, the
much.
leader, hopefully, I mean, the lady was telling me about this thing. I mean, she's gonna have 150 people there. It's
Hmm.
right here in my town, which I don't. A lot of people in town here don't know what I do,
Right.
except for the people who I've had close contact with from the local church and stuff like that. But they
Hmm.
don't necessarily know what I do in a small town. So or they may have rented my photo booth at the church or different
Right.
organizations or whatever. But
Uh-huh.
you get me around 150 people, I can
I'm gonna do
some
something.
promoting. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
promote.
yeah. No doubt, man.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
I
what's up.
also do weddings, so let me give you my card. I
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
better
yeah.
than Uncle Joe over here. That's
Yeah,
doing this
absolutely.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he can coordinate your whole event.
yeah,
You know
buddy.
what I mean?
Yeah,
He can
let's
help you.
go.
He can help you with your strategy, with your
Yeah,
digital media.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
It's always an
many.
opportunity to promote what we're up to, brother.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I find myself doing the same thing. Even I went to a like a little backyard comedy situation last Thursday. I was free, and Isaiah went to his mother's on Thursday, and client and friends Mellow Groove. The rectors, David
Hmm.
and Teresa, shout out to them. They threw events, and they even during COVID when we couldn't go play, they would hire Brandon and I to come over and entertain in the backyard. So they have their backyard set up really nice,
Yeah.
with a stage and everything like that, seating. And they so they had a comedy show last Thursday. So they had a little meet and greet from like 7 to 8, charcuterie board and all of that,
Yeah.
good stuff. And then so the comedy show started at 8. They had 4 comedians lined up, male, female, to do their set. And so while I'm there, I'm networking. I know other people that are there, and other musicians, and I'm talking about No Shortcuts, inviting people to the community. Have I sent it to you on Facebook yet? Let me
Yeah.
see. So I just so that's another thing too. Like when you're off, you're on. Even when you're off, you're on, because you're just trying to build. You're trying to build, and people that know I play music. First thing they ask me, have you been playing a lot? And the first thing that pop in my mind is, have you not seen my Facebook?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What do you think this is?
But yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still playing. Just last Thursday I was off, so I, took an opportunity to go over there. But I want to say, so they they gave us opportunity during COVID, you know what I'm saying, to make money. And with the understanding from the artist standpoint, I know these guys can't play right now. We can't go anywhere, so we'll just do something. We'll do a small event in the backyard and pay this. Make sure you give us the Cash App and this to put and so they have a deep love, appreciation for artists, whether it be music, whether it be comedy, whatever it is that you do. And then I even supported one of the comedians. He wrote a children's book, so I have a child. And this guy, shout out to him. He's I'm not sure what the percentage, but legally blind. So even while I was there to be entertained, I assisted him. He wanted certain things to eat. Okay, you need to sit down. Okay, boom. Look no further, because you know what? If it was me, I want somebody to do the same thing for me. So you need some place to sit. You need to grab my shoulder. Or what? Got him situated. But he had written a children's book, and I got one for Isaiah too. So try to support an artist, man, and that's
have
what we
him
do
on
here.
We need to talk to an author.
Yeah. I met a few people there that would be definitely potential
Yeah, that's
guests.
what's up. I have another friend of mine that also wrote a children's book. A guy I grew up with in high school, and we were trying to get him on when we were doing the show at night. And he's also a personal trainer, and he had classes at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. So we may be able to revisit that now that we've switched the time.
Cool
Now
deal.
that we're on at noon.
Yeah, man. And LG and I working on work. He's got a project he's working on, and an EP. So he sent me the song, verse, and all of that. So I'm starting to chip away with that.
So we working over here.
We working. I got a video shoot coming up with my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Frank Hardis, and we do music occasionally. He's got some stuff he's working on. Got a latest song we did mixed and mastered, and working on a video coming up. So without saying too much, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Some things are still under wraps until it's official.
That's right.
Official.
That's right.
I got it. What's up with this weekend, man?
This weekend is a light weekend. Finally, in the month of July, I'm only playing Saturday this weekend. Be at the Roaring Gap Country Club. I think that's Roaring Gap, North Carolina, with the chairman of the board. And ladies and gentlemen, feel free to go over to www.thechairmanoftheboard.com for all of our tour dates. Be sure to hit Mellow Groove on Facebook. That's my other outfit that I co-founded, Mellow Groove. That's one word, no W. So yeah. And don't forget about that chairman of the board cruise, ladies and gentlemen, that's coming up October of 2024. You can find that information on our website if you need it. You can message me. I'll send you the flyer with the information, the email, and the phone number to call to get booked. But it's an opportunity for our chairman of the board following who don't get a chance to see us, because we're more, as far as in the States, mostly a southeastern regional type thing. But if you live in Florida, if you live in if you live up north, you live, Georgia, you Midwest, West Coast, wherever, you can come take a cruise with us next year, October 2024.
Yeah.
It's a 6-day cruise. We're playing for 3 nights on the cruise. So yeah, definitely.
Nice. So
Mm-hmm.
you get 3 nights to chillax.
Yes, sir. It's like
That's
a paid vacation.
Love it.
Yeah, we get all of our accommodations are taken care of as they should be, and that's how it is. When you when you're entertaining, sometimes and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to maybe educate someone who wants to hire entertainment. When you got entertainment, musicians, vocalists. I'm definitely advocating, for the DJs, the MCs. If they need to be accommodated, that's part of hiring them. If they need to be able to lodging, food, things like that. So that's part of hiring them, ladies and gentlemen. So
if that's the band you want, or if that's the entertainer you want, this is what comes with it.
Yes, for sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah, are we gonna hit some of those bullet points before we get out of here? How you feeling?
No, I thought we could save that one for another.
We're gonna save it. All right,
for another open episode. We almost filled the hour without it.
Yeah, we get the rambling.
yeah. We do have a nice topic coming up, but we'll save that one for another open.
Yeah.
All
right.
Do some more on that.
Sounds good. Who's all still in the comments? You guys have been quiet today.
Yeah. Still got some people watching, but they haven't
been
communicating with us. So
I guess they just been sitting back and listening and enjoying. Yeah,
that's right. You can enjoy the show as long as you're sharing it with others as well. Don't
Definitely
keep it all to
share
yourself. We don't want to be the big secret.
Yeah, it's like having some good food. You got to tell somebody, right? Like when if you eat some food that's like, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Yeah, you're gonna tell at least probably 3 people.
Don't keep it up. Don't keep it all to yourself.
Don't keep it all to yourself. Share. And knowledge is only useful when shared.
Yeah. Yo, so I made your screen too small. Yo, so on Monday, the other thing you were talking about, I told you we'd get to it later. On Monday, at the prison, man, we did. So this week at our church, we do every year. We do Love Week. Okay. LaTroy Gardner, what's up, homie?
LaTroy, what's up, brother?
Good to see you, man. I'm loving your YouTube page, by the way.
Yeah, former guest of our platform here and Winthrop alum, college classmate of mine.
Yes, sir.
The illustrious Mr. LaTroy Gardner, ladies and gentlemen.
You follow LaTroy on YouTube, man. He got some good content on his YouTube channel as well. I think I followed on all 3 of my YouTube pages. So you got 3 subs. You got 3 subs from me.
Yeah. We pick his brain from time to time. He is what I would call. He would probably be what I would have to say, like a mentor. As far as podcast is concerned. If I got a question, he send me stuff. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? If I got a Podfather, yeah, 2 P's in a pod.
The Podfather, that's my man.
Yeah, no doubt. But shout out to him, man. We gotta always show love to our people, when they pop up through here.
Absolutely. So Love Week. This is Love Week at our church. Love Week every year. We really focus all of the church's attention and all the community and the church members' attention towards outreach. So aside from what we do all year long, this 1 week, the entire church pretty much stop what you're doing, take time off. You know when Love Week is, and we just start to pour into the community. Whatever Rock Hill, Charlotte, whatever community the church is in, just doing all kinds of different outreach type events, whether it be backpacking or packing hygiene kits for different organizations, or even stuff that we send out, abroad. Or so, for example, this week the things that I'm involved in, since I work in the prison ministry division now, is we set it up where we had a bunch of prisoners, a bunch of inmates that were ready to be baptized. They made the decision on their own. They're ready to be baptized. We've been working with them for the past few months now. And so we scheduled it for Monday during Love Week.
Okay.
So
nice.
We had some of our pastors from the Rock Hill campus come down yesterday. We had a big church service celebrating those gentlemen who want to get baptized.
Awesome.
And we baptized 37 inmates yesterday.
Yeah, we got to hit the horn for that, don't we?
37. Where's my horn? Yeah, they were. Oh, we got to turn it up.
Yeah. We got to turn it up for the
They were
37 inmates. There we go.
a total of 87 inmates came to the show. It wasn't our norm. We normally have like 85 to 90 every Monday anyway, but these were like the 37 that were getting baptized, and they all got to invite 2 other inmates. So there was a lot of inmates in there that hadn't come to our normal Monday church. So they were just coming for the first time. They didn't even know we were doing church on Monday. So, you know, we really, aside from those 37, we also got to reach, you know, a lot of other guys that, you know, loved it. You know, they had a good time. They appreciated, you know, the time and the commitment that of us coming there. They're like, yo, we're coming back next Monday. I was like, yes, that's all. That's what it's all about. Tell somebody, tell the dude in your pod next to you or whatever, and then bring them back with you. So
absolutely, man, strength in numbers, you know, and that's wonderful. The prison ministry that you're a part of, you know, definitely salute that every time you talk about it, because it takes dedication, takes commitment, to, you know, to do that sort of thing. And then but those people, and I've often said, those people are the ones that need to be reached out to the most. They get forgotten about oftentimes, and
they're
whether
great, man.
you
they're
know,
so great. And my pastors that got to see it for the first time, the ones that hadn't been before, the ones from Rock Hill that hadn't been before, they were like not wanting to leave. It was like, oh, we got to come back. Now they want to come back like once a month and do live sermons at least once a month and stuff. It was great that they got to see it. You know, we've been telling them about it, but they hadn't seen it for themselves, kind of thing. Like, and it's been almost exactly a year that we've been in there every Monday. And it's been great. And then on Thursday, we're going to be doing another event in the prison where the actual inmates are going to be packing backpacks for local area kids. We're going to pack 200 backpacks, and they'll be doing the work. They'll be packing notebook, pens, you know, whatever the list is.
Right.
They're going to pack 200 backpacks that we're going to be giving
and that gives them something productive to do. You know,
so they
and
feel
then
like they're a part of the church community as well. You know what I'm saying? Because they're our church. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I see my dad and my brother. Shout out to my brother.
Hey, what's happening?
Matthew. Shout out to my dad. He's pulling up in. Yeah, he says, oh, that's him right there. I can see it on my screen over here. That's my father right there. Sending prayers over to the prison ministry. May God bless you. Great.
Yes, thank you so much. So we're doing that Thursday, and then for the last day of it. And again, we do this stuff year round, but they really put a big emphasis on Love Week every year. And then on Friday, we're throwing a block party for the Palmetto Women's Center. That's why I tried to invite you to.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Yeah.
Block party for the Palmetto Women's Center in Rock Hill. It's going to be at the Emmett Smith. Right?
Wait, so I thought it's not on Saturday, it's on Friday?
On Saturday, yes, on Saturday.
Okay. Because I was looking, that's the date I had, that's why I couldn't go. And then I just heard you say Friday. I was trying to make sure I didn't tell you wrong.
Too, because they told me originally Friday, but I'll be DJing. And it'll be a block party, but it'll be indoors. And there'll be
that's good.
There'll be barbers there, you know, giving haircuts to kids to get ready to go back to school. Giving out shoes, giving out backpacks, all kinds of fun stuff happening to help.
And where's that gonna be? It's open to the public?
Yeah, it is. It's, you know, we're doing it in partnership with the Palmetto Women's Center.
Okay.
But it's going to be at the Emmett Smith
in Rock Hill. Is it Emmett Scott?
Emmett Scott, yeah.
Emmett Scott. You thinking the Dallas Cowboys? Emmett Smith, Emmett Scott
Center in Rock
I've been over there.
Yeah, and that's at 11 to 1 on Saturday at the Emmett Scott Center. Yeah, so that'll be
I've
cool.
been over there before.
You know, bring the kids. It is a family-friendly event, so you can bring the kids, enjoy some food. They'll be cooking out, and like I said,
back to school,
helping the kids get ready to get back to school with all the supplies and things that they need.
And some families do need a little assistance. If you're not one of those families that need any assistance, still come out and support. Come out, support. Maybe grab a hot dog, a hamburger. Kids got to eat. Exactly. Then they've got a nice little playground over there. I've done an event at Emmett Scott over there with the auditorium and the playground before. So that's one of our.
My whole crew will be there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely go through and show some
Yeah.
love, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in Rock Hill, South Carolina, on Saturday, this coming Saturday, 11 to 1.
Yeah.
If you're from Rock Hill, you know where the Emmett Scott Center is.
Not the Emmett Smith Center.
Not the Emmett Smith Center. That's yet to come.
Yeah. Yo,
You
that
did?
was it, man. That's what I got.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, like week coming up. Back to school vibes are upon us. My son goes back to school. Shout out my son over there, Isaiah. He's his school starts back, charter school August 2nd. They're on that scheduling now where you
Yeah.
go back a little earlier, but you get more week breaks throughout the year and stuff like that on top of your normal breaks and Christmas holiday and stuff like that. So yeah, but before we get out of here though, I gotta say shout out to my dad. Dad, I was talking about you earlier. You got to go back to the beginning and watch. I was just talking about how you worked part-time and gradually grew your business until you were ready to do it on a full-time basis. But shout out to my father, Praise and Faith Gospel Shop. Shout out to my mother, the Our Power Ministries and Community. Shout out to my brother, Smooth Sales. Shout out to my sister, A Touch of Faith. I love my family. Thank y'all for everything that you do, all your support. Shout out to our Earth, Wind, and Fire family. Shout out to the Honeycomb family. Shout out to the chairman of the board, executives, Mellow Groove. You know how we do.
Yeah.
You know how we do.
Good show.
Yeah, shout out to Juan who wasn't.
Recap.
Yeah, shout out to Juan. He normally with us today, but shout out to him and shout out to everybody else. If you're watching this, feel free to drop your business links or your platforms within the chat. And we encourage everybody to support each other here at the No Shortcut Show, ladies and gentlemen. We didn't have a special guest today, but we still came on. Wanted to, talk to our family and extended family and still touch base and, educate, entertain a little bit for the lunch hour as we normally do on a Tuesday.
Yes, and if you're a new subscriber as well, also hit a sub on the YouTube channel.
Please go over there, ladies and gentlemen.
Subscribe to us there as well. We will be posting content on the YouTube channel. Obviously, these episodes will be stored on YouTube as well forever, ever. So make sure you share it with someone. Click a link. Let them know, yo, these dudes are pretty cool. You should check it out.
Yeah, check it out. And I know everybody likes to view on Facebook, but we need to translate some of those views over to our YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to do so. Yes. And as we continue to grow our platform over there, we're gonna probably do some little some behind the scenes something to make it. We're gonna figure it out, something to make it more incentivized for you guys to subscribe to the channel.
Sure.
And if you're gonna subscribe to the channel, you first gotta have a YouTube account first and foremost.
That part.
Yeah, I've heard people tell me, well, I don't really have a YouTube account. We understand. But if you have a YouTube account, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel, And so we'll be back next week, ladies and gentlemen. Any closing words?
Nah, man.
DJ Famous?
That was it for me. I think we got it all.
Let's
do it again next week. We'll be right back with it.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all again. Shout out to the No Shortcuts community, 394 members. Let's go ahead and get that to 400. Keep sharing that with your friends and whatnot. We'll be here again next week. Same time, same channel. You guys have a great rest of the week. God bless you. Thank you. We're out.
400 by Wednesday.
400.
Yeah.